Hey, I'm back with another message. Somebody could have made a commitment to keep you bound to a masculine. Somebody went to somebody and this person cursed you um, in order to uphold their promises to this masculine. Um, this masculine wanted to keep you bound to them in a negative way. Like I said, this could be somebody who just wanted to have authority over your life. Um, they wanted to keep you attached to them. They wanted you to be devoted to them. Whatever it is that they're doing, they could be doing. Like you could be a part of some group, or you was a part of some organization, or you would whatever, or you wasn't a part of shit. At the end of the day, these people wanted to keep you bound. They wanted to keep you attached to them. Um, in some way, form, or another, they are devoted to you, whether they know this or not. But they wanted to keep you hopeless. They wanted to keep you sinking. They wanted to keep you falling. They wanted to keep you failing. They wanted to keep you in despair. So that's why they fucking had you bound. That's why they wanted to bind you. Um, and then, like, you probably didn't know they was doing this to you at first. So you would be confiding in them, or you would be telling them what the fuck was going on and shit like that. And they could have been fucking with somebody that you know behind your back, whoever this is, because you could have been in a commitment with somebody, and they could have they was doing something. They did something to curse your foundation, to curse your security, to make you feel unsafe, to make you feel unbalanced, to make you feel, to break your family up, or to fuck up whatever it is that you're trying to establish, or whatever it is that you had established. They had cursed that, but that energy is going back to them, and they feel overwhelmed. Um, these people was obsessed with you, infatuated with you, and they made some sort of decision to keep you in this hot and cold energy, to keep you conflicted. And now they feel angry. One second. Yeah, so what was that? They could be bitter. They feeling bitter. Um, they feeling trapped. They feeling stressed out. They feeling a lot of turbulence, like a lot of shit that's just rocky. Like when you on an airplane, that shit just start rocking out of nowhere and you get scared as fuck. Like they stressed out, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? They starting to feel hopeless. They feeling like they sinking. They feeling despair. They feel bitter. They're angry. Um, they could be speaking a lot of hurtful words into the universe or whatever, or they could have been saying a lot of hurtful things to you. And you reach your breaking point and you cut these people off. Um, you seeing things clearly. You had cut through some illusion. So that could be another thing why they feeling the way that they feeling, because you cut through some sort of illusion. And they could have tried to apologize to you, but you didn't accept the apology because you see the truth of what it is. They could have tried to confess to you, but it was like a fake ass confession. It wasn't really the real truth. It was just a fake apology and a fake confession. They wasn't really coming clean the way they should have been, and you rejected that shit. You started to focus more on yourself. You started to start focus on finding your soul. Like you start realizing that it was parts of your souls that these motherfuckers had stolen, took, or trampled on, or was just stuck in the life out of. And you start calling your soul back to you. Start finding your soul. Start figuring out what the fuck was going on. And now you getting ready to go through some sort of growth or expansion. You've been catering to yourself. Like you might think that you haven't been doing it because you might not have like you like a lot of shit going on right now, but the little shit do matter. Like these people was living in some sort of fantasy land, or they could be daydreaming about you, fantasizing, imagining, trying to get you back to this breaking point, or trying to get back in your life in some sort of way. They thinking about you. They stressed out. Um, you called, they bluff, they mask fell off. You see them for who they is. Um, they not able to start over with you, and now they confused because they had you in some sort of confusion. You was unclear. You was unsure about a lot of shit. You wasn't able to start nothing. People didn't see you for who you was. It was like you was wearing a mask. It was like when people present, like when people always get this wrong feeling about you, or they always think you as a monster or some shit. Um, all of that shit is going back to them because they was projecting that shit onto you. Now they missing you, and they confused because they trapped. They confused as to why you're not accepting their apology. Why don't you have this open heart like you used to? And it's because you see that they dishonest, you see that they deceptive, and now they trapped and they experiencing karma. They could be getting ready to go to jail, because I had a dream about something like that. Like, they could be getting ready to go to jail. They trapped. They feel like they experiencing karma. Um, they feel like they're not going to be getting no second chances because they feel like they don't feel your energy no more. They know that you've been cut off, or they've been cut off from your energy. They feeling tired. They feeling depleted. They feeling exhausted. They feeling drained. You walking into peace. You feeling happy. You feeling balanced. You getting ready to meet new friends, new people. These people they're chasing your energy, but these people toxic. They wanted you to pursue them. They wanted you to be chasing their energy. They wanted you to be trapped, stuck, obsessed with them, in a loop. They wanted you to be holding on, aspiring, obsessing, clinging over them, seeing what they always had going on. Now these people are experiencing a lot of conflict, everything clashing in their life. They feel brokenhearted. They feel shattered. They feel destroyed. Like, you literally destroyed these motherfuckers. They trying to distract you. They trying to send in distractions. So keep cleaning out your energy. They want you to get sidetracked. They want us to try to change something. They want you to delay. Like, so if you up there trying to do a cleansing, something to cleanse your energy, and then that day you like, man, I ain't gonna do it today. Still get up and do one. I don't give a fuck if it's a mini one. Just still do something, because they want you to get distracted, and they want to delay you from moving forward. They want you to get exhausted, and they want you to try to get them. They want to send out this energy where you get them a second chance. They want you to start feeling like you under a lot of stress and you hopeless, so that way you get to go back and run to them, and they can look like this divine masculine or this divine savior, and they want you to be looking like you in reverse. They want you to be confused, but all that shit going back to them. You have escaped something, but they don't want you to know that you escaped it. They don't want you to know that you're free. They avoiding their karma. They're trying to avoid their karma. They're trying to block their karma and push it away and tie it back to you. So sometimes, if you even like say it right now, if you trying to clean your energy, they could be doing a backwards spell. Like, so say if you trying to clean your energy, instead of your energy getting clean, it will get more dirty. It's like they trying to do a reverse, like a backwards spell. So everything that you manifest just comes back to you backwards. But you got to feel out the energy to know if that's what's going on, so that way you can manifest the way that you need to manifest to get whatever it is that you need to get. But they trying to cloud your judgment, but they're not able to cloud your judgment because they're stuck in some sort of illusion. Whatever that they bound you to, they are bound to that shit. They're unbalanced. They distorted. They're not seeing things the way that they need to be seeing things. They want you to shut the fuck up. They don't want you to have no words. They want you to be stonewalled, like in some sort of way. That's why they're trying to have you distracted and exhausted. But you're balanced. You're balancing out your life. So they trying to stop you from being this free spirit. They want to stop you from taking risks, because the risk that you've been taking is freeing you from this bullshit. Because at first you didn't want to do these things that you knew you had to do. You like, man, I don't really want to do that shit, but I know I want to get this shit up off of me. Now you like, fuck it, you doing whatever you got to do. And these people not able to silence you. So if you feeling like you haven't been wanting to talk, or you haven't been wanting to do certain shit that you want to do, or you feeling like they don't fuck with me when I do this, or if I do that, it don't matter. Keep pushing shit out there. Change it up. Do whatever you got to do. I don't care if you're usually coming on for a 4-minute video. Do a 2-minute one if you got to. Do a minute and 30 seconds if you got to. Because whatever it is that you're doing, like, because it's like they trying to silence you. Like, if you a motivational speaker, if you're a teacher, whatever it is that you're doing and you're speaking, like, they want you to have a code. They don't want you to be able to talk. Drink some tea and do something. They don't want you to heal. They don't want you to be able to heal, and they don't want you to release or purify or cleanse your energy. And that's why I'm saying, like, they trying to do some reverse shit, some shit going on. But at the end of the day, I feel like you're using your intuition, so you know what's going on, or you're going to know what's going on. And they're not going to be able to heal from all of this shit that they try to do to you. These people feeling empty. They don't got nothing else left. They don't know what else to do, and they know they finna face this karma. If I said anything, they don't have they're hopeless. They're helpless at this time. It's nothing they can do. They can't call on not a damn motherfucking spirit or a damn motherfucking practitioner. Ain't nobody gonna be able to help them, and they confused. And if anybody do help them, they will be confused and helpless and stressed the fuck out and exhausted, and their energy gonna be depleted as well. Because they're trying to pour into something that's empty, something that it sucks up everything that will never be full. If I said anything that resonates, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow, because it helps my pages grow and it helps me to stay consistent with dropping these messages for you guys. Thank you.